I would say good morning, but it's just about noontime. I'm late getting out of my house today. I just had things I had to do this morning, copies to be made, just people to get dressed and ready and bathed. So what I'm gonna do today might not be very productive. Please excuse me, I'm unloading my husband's wheelchair from the car. Today might not be extremely productive. That happens. You have all these lofty goals and then it doesn't always go as you plan. I think I'm just going to take the time that we have today to deliver a couple of things. Whenever I sold my tractor, I sold it to someone I know, and I told them I would give them a bunch of oil filters and oil and hydraulic filters and things like that I had just got through purchasing, because it was time for me to go ahead and change the filter in that tractor. But when they came to get the tractor, they forgot to pick them up and I wasn't home, and so I've kept telling them that I'd get them to them at this, that, and the other time, and I haven't done it, but today's the day. I'm just going to go ahead and get it to him because it's taking up a lot of room on a little cabinet I have in my foyer, and the appraiser's coming Tuesday, and I want to get this clutter out of my house. So instead of feeling like I'm making a lot of progress on moving today, I'm really just kind of decluttering the house so the appraiser can look at it, and then after that, it's game on. So 3 bags of filters and 4 gallons of oil. So you can see that was taking up a lot of room in my house. And I'm gonna get this out of here today and check that off my list and be done with it. I also have a full-size ping pong table that we're selling. It was listed online. My son-in-law listed it for me, and someone was supposed to come get it the other day, but they had to back out. So it's back on sale. To try to get this out of here quick, I'm just gonna use a big Sharpie and make a sign and hang it out at the end of our road with my phone number on it, just to kind of get rid of it quick. If somebody around here can just grab it and go, I would appreciate it. How about that? Okay, we're up at the land now, and what I decided to bring up here was all this fertilizer and stuff, just the plant food, the tree food, different things that I have. And I'm gonna unload all this really quick, but I don't want to just set it on the ground. This is obviously just leaves and dirt. This mirror was here the other day, and check it out first. Go make sure it doesn't have a bug behind it or something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this old mirror, and I need both hands to move it. But I think I'm gonna take that old mirror, and I'm just gonna set it right over here somewhere and put this stuff on it. And also, right by this middle post, kind of going back this way, all the way out here, back and back to that post, I think I'm gonna have a slab poured. I'm thinking about 8 feet wide by about 16 feet long. I want it to be up under the shed, the first 8 feet or so, but the second 8 feet coming on out. Right now, this is in shade, but it does get the morning sun up until, say, noon. It gets morning sun up under here. But anyway, that would be the base for my dog pen. The dogs, I don't want them laying back here on the ground, of course. And so I'm thinking if I just get a slab poured, that'll be far enough up under here to where they can have shade all the time, because it's always shady up under here. But it'll also have sun out here in case they need to come out here, especially during the morning. But this roof will give them protection. I'm going to put, of course, sides around it made out of T-post and wire and everything. I'm not worried about them getting out. It's just protecting them from things, because for the first month we're up here, we won't be here at night or anything. They'll be here. So I just want to keep them protected. And I'm thinking when we move up here, we'll park some things, some equipment things here. And then right around there, I think I'm going to put our big wood pile. This is the north side of our property. That's the due north right there. It's due north. And I'm thinking if I put enough things here that it'll protect them. It'll knock down that wind that comes from that due north side. These trees will do a good job of protecting the straight north winds, but still, it gets cold and stuff. So I'm thinking I'll use this area of the shed to put a lot of things. If I had put the dogs down here on this end, they would be just directly affected by whatever weather comes blowing through. But if I put them way down here and have a lot of stuff there that's knocking that wind off, I think that'll be the best thing to do. I'm just trying to think these things out before jumping and doing anything. And my friend Samantha at Starkey Farmstead, I appreciate her so much. She gave me the name of somebody that might could run up here and do this slab for me. And I'm gonna holler at him shortly and see if we can get that accomplished. Today, I'm going off on a little tangent, but I was actually gonna make a whole separate video about it. But really, I've been in a discombobulated kind of state of mind today. I've been really aggravated ever since this morning, just getting ready, just everything. And it's not like me. I've just been in a really kind of perturbed mood all day. I'll come up under this little area. It's so peaceful. And let me explain what I'm talking about. Last night, I had to do something that I really didn't want to do. And it's really got me upset because I may have to do a little more of it. Here's what I'm talking about. I have had a few copyright claims on my account here lately. Not copyright strikes, copyright claims. And I didn't know the difference, and I don't expect everybody else to either. But apparently a copyright strike is a bad thing. You get 3 of those, they'll take your account. A copyright claim just means that you used some music, in this instance, on your videos, that now the owner of that music, or it doesn't even have to be the owner of that music from what I'm discovering, it could just be a person on behalf of that owner of that music who has been given free reign to search YouTube accounts with AI technology. And if they detect any music of that person whose name they've been given that they can do this for, they can say, oh, you weren't supposed to use that music, and put a claim against your video. Now, I want to say from the get-go, I understand copywriting of things, and I have never tried to use anybody's music just off of, the radio or just in the background while I'm filming, that I have something playing, I've never tried to do that. If I could do that, I'd be putting Leonard Skinner on half my videos because I love their music. But I wouldn't do anything like that. I understand copyright laws, and I understand bootlegging, and I understand that you don't just do that to other people's content and their creativity. But what has made me aggravated is I do all of my videos, I film all of my videos right here on my telephone. There's no camera involved at any place or time. Now, I have an iPhone 13 Pro. Those phones come preloaded with, it's just on there. You don't ask for it, it's just on there. They come preloaded with an iMovie app. iMovie, little I, capital M-O-V-I-E. And this iMovie app is an editing program, a program specifically for you to make movies. Now, Apple makes the iPhone, which has the iMovie loaded on it. I believe iMovie is made by Microsoft. So they have a deal together to have iMovie on their phones. iMovie advertises, if you go to their website and you look at their explanation of their iMovie app, they advertise that it's an app to make videos, to be creative, to just do all this kind of stuff and use their app and share it with your social media. And they even specifically mention on there sharing these videos with YouTube. Well, the iMovie app comes with predetermined music, and if they have, you click a button and you go to audio, you click another button and you go to soundtracks, and they have, I don't know how many, their website says they have 100+ options of music that you can use in your videos. And these videos can be downloaded to your favorite social media platform. And they specifically say, such as Instagram and YouTube. But I'm sure that they don't go around and say, oh, we're gonna take this song and put it on our app. We're gonna take this song and put it on our app. How about this song? How about this song? No, they have to go through a process. They probably buy a catalog of instrumental music of different genres. They have retro, pop, holiday music on there. what is one called chill, kind of relaxing, kind of downbeat music or whatever. And they put those on their app. And you can select them when you're making your videos. They'll fade in, they'll fade out. Their AI technology controls that when your segment is coming to an end, that music kind of goes to an end. It doesn't just stop abruptly. They've got it all controlled with their AI and with their programming on their app. And it's a wonderful app. I just don't see any sense with my time limitations and even money limitations. I don't see the sense to go out and try to do this on a big camera thing where I have to download to a laptop and sit at a laptop at night and edit. Right now, for my situation, this iPhone and iMovie is working wonderful. And so that's what I've been using. But what happens is when you do pick one of their songs, not all the time, but this is what is happening to me right now. When you pick one of their songs and play it in your video and post it on YouTube, after a little while, all of a sudden, you've got a copyright claim. And it's very aggravating to me. And I'll be honest with you, I think it's fraud, because iMovie makes this music available. They have agreements with YouTube. There's even a button in your iMovie you can push that will directly download from iMovie to YouTube. But if you use the music, you get a copyright claim. Now, if it was just a copyright claim, well, that's bad enough. I mean, they're not wanting it on there. But what the deal is, if your video makes money, or if it has the potential to make money and your channel be monetized later, the owner of that music gets all your revenue. You won't make a dime off of that video for however many years it's on your YouTube. Every dime will go to them. And I think this is horrendous. And I'm not letting it happen to my account. I'm just not. I am hard-headed. I think this is fraud, and I'm not letting it happen to my account. Now, I'll be honest, and I've never told anybody this. It happened to me on one of my videos months back. This is when I first started figuring out the game. I did a video with my sister a few months ago, 6 months ago or something, about green stalk planters. And we showed how to put them together and our experience with putting it together and everything. And I got a copyright claim on it because I used a little bit of music at the end just to exit the video. Well, I fought it. You can, you get a notice just when you go check your activity on your account. You don't really get an email saying, oh, by the way, you got a copyright claim. You just get a notice by your video that says copyright claim. So then you click on that to see what's going on, and you find out who's got a copyright claim against you, and you find out at that point that from the time they made that claim, you have 30 days to protest it. So I protested that first one. I protested it, and I clicked all their buttons, and every time you click, it's warning you that if you're filing a false claim, you can have your YouTube account shut down. And they don't give you options of, I think I have the right to use this. They don't give you an option that says it like that. Your options are either that you made this content, you're claiming that you're the original creator of it, which I'm not, or you're claiming that you've modified it in some way to where it's so distorted from the original that they shouldn't be offended that you're using it. That's not the case. The third option, and the only other option you can use, is that you think this is in public domain and you should be able to use it. But there's a big warning. You know, you better understand that if you're falsely claiming this is in public domain, you can lose your YouTube account. Well, what the heck? You know, what the heck? So I protested it, and I typed in there. I said, I use iMovie, and this music is on there. And I don't understand how you can sell your music to iMovie and then claim that I can't use it. And they have, it gets worse, it gets worse. They, when I say they have 30 days, I mean the person that filed your claim against you. They are the judge, not YouTube. The person that filed your claim gets to review your protest statement, and they get to decide whether they agree or not, whether they think you have a point or not. Well, if they don't decide something, then after that 30 days is up, if they haven't made a move, it's over. The copyright claim is gone, and you have full access to your movie, and it's over with. Well, in this instant, for my video that I just did a couple of videos ago, where I think it was called Some Learning and Some Wheel Spinning, it's the one that I had my dog sitting in the hole, those holes they were digging, is that video. Just recently, it got a copyright claim on it. And so I said, well, I'm going in there and I'm protesting it again. And this time I got pretty forceful, and I just said, I believe this is fraud, that if you've made money from iMovie to license your music to iMovie, and then you try to come in and take money from any content creator that uses your music, I think that's fraud. And I will act accordingly. I said, and I even told them in there, I said, I will pull my video down before I will ever allow anybody to make money from it. Well, and I meant it. And if I said it, I meant it. And so I get an email last night, right before I went to bed, about that. And it said that Oriflame Hexacore Limited, which I've Googled on the internet and found out they're basically an AI company that runs software in conjunction with YouTube it just runs on every video that's ever posted. And if it detects any of their clients' music on there, it automatically files a claim. And this is all set up with YouTube. I mean, they don't have to go through a big process of being anonymous like I would if I had a gripe with YouTube. You know, there's no people to deal with. You don't deal with people. It's all a interaction type situation. And on the computer, they don't have to do all that. They just have it set up where they automatically, I'm sure they pay a fee to run their AI process on there. And if it detects the song, they file a claim. And they're the judge. Can you imagine having somebody file a small claims court suit against you, and when you walk into the courtroom, there's no neutral judge? The person that filed the suit against you is the judge. That's the case in this. So, of course, I get an email saying, well, they didn't agree with your decision to dispute this, and they are going to keep their claim instated. So any money that comes from this video will go to them. Well, there's not going to be any money from that video because it's gone. If you go look at my playlist, it's gone. What breaks my heart is I just feel like we're all getting rolled over from every direction. We're getting rolled over. We're told, you know, these iPhones have iMovie, and 13 Pros, and I'm sure their new 14 Pros, have great cameras on them. I have a great camera on my phone. It's done me proud. I like it. I love this phone. But you buy it because it has iMovie and you can edit and do videos to upload to YouTube. That's the theory. But if you do that, somebody else can come in and take your money if you use their music that's on the iMovie. To me, that's fraud. That's fraud. You either sold your license to your movie to iMovie or you didn't. Now, if iMovie has the license to the music, but in some legal jargon in the 55 gazillion page terms of service, it says that, well, the minute you download it to your video, it's technically your problem now, not ours. Well, that's a shame. I mean, that's a shame if that's the scheme that keeps it all rolling, keeps the advertising going, and keeps them out of trouble in court, but puts me in trouble to where I can't ever make money off of a video. I'm not monetized. I'm still small. I have anywhere from 325 to 330 followers at all times because it keeps going down and then coming back up and down and up, and I don't even care anymore. I used to kind of worry about followers and stuff, but I can't control it anymore. I think you very much get throttled when they want you to get throttled. And right now, I'm very much throttled again. Whatever, I don't even care. But one day I would like to make money if I can. That's why I'm doing this. I'm probably going to lose my account for saying all this, so whatever. I have a good life. My life does not exist around this YouTube, believe me. So it's okay. I feel like, though, we just get rolled over. We get rolled over. We make YouTube, who doesn't really create anything. They don't create YouTube videos that we all go watch. We create those videos. We create them. I'm a small fish in a big pond, but there's a lot of big creators that are generating tons of money for these platforms. And yet they still make agreements, financial agreements with other third parties to run their AI and do their thing to snatch money away from us. And it's not gonna happen in my case. I was watching Ann of All Trades a few weeks ago, and she just happened to be talking about how she had started to stop doing YouTube at one point because she thought it was just a waste of her time. Then she kind of ran all her numbers because she's a very analytical person on her channel, and she discovered that she makes about $40 a month per video for the videos that she's put out. Now, she does a lot of extensive teaching on hers and extensive editing, so she has help filming her videos and all. So she doesn't put out like an everyday video like some accounts do, or even every 2 or 3 days. She's a lot more sparse than that. But she's, you know, a good channel, and she's consistent. And when you think about it, you know, if you make $40 per video and you've got 100 videos out there, you're making some money every month. So if I think about that, and if I think about the fact that if my channel ever grew to any level to where I'm making even half that, that's still, I'm already up to 90 something videos now. Once you kind of hit that level where they monetize you, oh, then they start pushing your videos because you're making them more money. But right at the beginning, even if I just made a little bit off of 90 something videos, I would love that. That'd be great. But when you think about it, if these people come in and steal even 4 or 5 videos from each creator that's out there that dared use this little music and was too scared to protest it, didn't know how to deal with YouTube to protest it, those companies are making buck. They're making buck. And it aggravates me that this is kind of a scheme that goes on. I Googled today about it, and all I saw were a whole bunch of videos just telling you how to avoid it or how to get out of it by using certain links. And there's ways of copy and pasting these links that'll fool YouTube's algorithms. I'm not interested in all that. I'm not interested in all that. What I'm interested in is to not have fraud perpetuated on me. As a simple person who's using a simple app on her iPhone that she paid $1,000 for, and using the app as it's stated in its simplest form, because I'm not doing anything crazy on it. I'm using it in its simplest form to make simple videos, and using the music that they have on there and that they advertise is free for you to use on your videos. And they have direct connection buttons to punch to send it straight to YouTube and Instagram. And I'm following all of those exact steps and then having a third party jump in and claim rights to my videos. And it's not gonna happen. What breaks my heart is I just did a video the other day. The picture on the front of the thumbnail has the Pam bottles. And it was a video showcasing the laundry detergent that another channel that I like very much, Hatfield Country, his wife had did a homemade laundry detergent. That video, at the very end, I showed a few products at the very end that I'm going to be eliminating from my grocery shopping. And I used a little music off of iTunes. Oh dear God. So it has a copyright claim on it. And I haven't gotten an email back yet from that particular claim. I protested it with the exact same wording as I did the first one. And I don't know exactly if it's the same company that filed it, because they disguise that when they tell you that you have a claim against you. They tell you it's a claim by APVER, A-P-V-E-R, for a third party. So all you see is that APVER for a third party is telling you about this. But then later on, when you find out when the denial comes in, that Hexacore Limited is who had your claim against you, and they're denying it. So I don't know yet if Hexacore has this claim. If so, they're going to deny it. They're going to say they didn't like what I said. They didn't like my opinion, and they're gonna deny it. And I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull it. You might think, well, just leave it there till you get monetized. Just leave it. And I could. I could, but I'll forget. I'll forget at some point, and they're not going to remind me. And if I ever get monetized, I won't make a dime off of that. And those SOBs will, and I'm not going to have it. I'm just not going to have it. So it's coming down. And I'm going to keep using iMovie because it's all I've got. But I won't use a bit of music anymore. I won't use anything except their little blips and soundtracks that, not soundtracks, but they're just little sounds that they let you use on certain little activities, like horror or telephone ringing or something like that. Simple stuff that nobody has a copyright on. So that's the truth, and that's what's been bothering me today. So instead of a video on what Lainey got accomplished today, I didn't get a whole lot done. I got things loaded in my car, things to the person with the tractor. I just brought these things up here to our land, and we've got to get home in a little while because I'm keeping my grandbaby this evening, and they're going to be there at 5:45. This is T-minus 19, and tomorrow will be T-minus 18, and I'll give you another update. Hopefully being Saturday, I'll get something accomplished. And I'm gonna call that guy in a little bit about doing that slab, and maybe that'll be just one more thing I can tick off my list today. That will feel good if I know I've got a reliable person that's coming to help me with that. That will feel good. This is Lainey at Hilltop Home Place. I think I'm just gonna not say Camp Joy Farms a whole lot right now. This is Lainey at Hilltop Home Place. I thank you. I appreciate you letting me vent. Maybe I'll quit feeling so discombobulated and I'll start feeling a little better this evening, because sometimes you just have to get these things off your chest. It's really broken my heart. It really has. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's just one more thing that seems to be a slap in the face. There seems to be no laws, no rules or anything for big companies, for big tech companies. There only seems to be rules for us, and they're drowning us in it. So y'all have a good day. I'm gonna perk up, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.